Welcome to the North American Golden Domers, live on August 3rd, 2025. I am Raji. I am coming to you from North Bend, Toronto, Canada. Excited to be here for episode number 2. I bring to you live from Albany, New York, Andy.
Gentlemen, pleasure to be here. Very happy to see all of you. Can't wait to do our second episode live. Should be exciting.
We thank you for joining us, Andy, and always good to see you. Your hair looks a little shaggy tonight, but you claim that it's not.
No, it's fine. You're being dramatic.
And some pulling behind the curtain, or showing the curtain, or showing our curtains to the people. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but Andy, we did have a pre-production meeting where you changed out of your gray into a blue to make a more uniform look. So thank you for complying.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. I wasn't aware of this. You alleged this was announced to the group, but I was not aware of it. So.
What was really cool, Andy, was that you just didn't do you did the Hulk thing where you just tore it off and said angry. So yeah. It was fun.
You're welcome.
Live from Mexico City, Rodolfo, how are you?
Hey, how are you guys? Nice to see you again. It's been a while, but we're here. This is actually our first live, so yeah, I'm very excited about this.
It's extremely exciting. Happy to see you again, my friend. And as he has proclaimed himself now, when things happen, this is why it's taken us so long to get back together. We'll go into that a little bit more later. But our podcast owner from Cleveland, Ohio, Paul Linehan. Paul, how are you?
Good, Raji. Good to see you guys. Yes, I people are wondering how I got on the show, and it's all good things in America. I just bought it, so that's my new position. And I decided to declare it. I tried to declare it last week, and our producer slyly deleted it, but I got it past him this week.
So. I'm quite certain that the Canadian and the Mexican contingent here had no opportunity whatsoever to change your opinion on this. I suspect a name change is coming soon.
We're workshopping that right now. Andy and I are workshopping that.
We actually wish you had purchased it. That would have been amazing.
Well, I'm going to trust. We have so much production, production behind the scenes. This is no longer just 4 guys sitting at the breakfast table talking. This is high tech. I'm trusting that our guest is going to pop up here as soon as I announce who it is. But our special guest, the first time video, and he did write me today and say, "Are you sure we're doing this live?" What could go wrong? I introduce you now to Mr. John O'Neill, live from Toronto, Canada. Are you in Toronto, John?
Yeah, man. What's happening, my friend? It's Caravana weekend. I'm going to have some bank spear and say hello to all my Irish friends out there.
Your accent is a charming blend of Irish, Jamaican, and a little groundskeeper Willie. Well done.
And we're off the air.
Is the robe necessary, John? Why don't you just peel it back off now? Oh, good job.
Oh, gosh.
I've just come from this very, very good party, so I thought I'd just say hello for a minute and have a drink or 12.
Well, it's nice to have you here, John. You are the first our first live podcast guest. So that's
very thankful for that. So cheers to you guys.
Like Neil Armstrong walking on the moon, or Columbus sailing across. You're the first.
Yes. Did anybody else go down to Caravana? I missed you all. I was there. We should probably tell our American and Mexican friend what it is.
The floor is yours, John.
It is a celebration of Caravana, a Caribbean culture where everybody has a giant parade as if it's Mardi Gras all over again, and everybody gets high and drinks and wears scantily, absolutely next to nothing. It's fantastic.
Or as some would say, John, just another Thursday night at your house.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well,
anyway, I'm so proud to be here. Thanks for inviting me, everyone.
Awfully good to have you, John. We will we will go right into some listener feedback right now. And I will let you know that our first podcast was a huge success. We have 44 subscribers. We've had 273 views, of which 264 are Andy's lawyer and agent, but they count. And I will tell you this: I have a deal with Andy that if we get to 500 subscribers, and we will at some point this year, Andy has promised to broadcast live from the farm in the basement.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel quite confident it won't be an issue.
Very exciting. I guess it's sort of the format where I have to say, please like, share, subscribe. We would ask that you like and share and subscribe to everyone to get that at 500 so we can watch from Andy's basement. Andy, that would take some cleaning. Can we do it with the luminol light, Andy? Would that be?
I'd rather we didn't.
Roger, I see that you got out of your garage.
Oh, no, it's just a different angle.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I'm looking this way instead of back. No, I'm still in the garage. I'm still in my garden shed with the gnomes.
Gotcha.
A couple quick comments from our listeners or viewers now. Paul, people say that your coming to this is a game changer. You're bringing class and style and substance to this. So there seems to be a real sort of appreciation for you joining us.
Well, I mean, I hear that everywhere I go, Roger. That's not a surprise. And I don't think it's a surprise to any of you. That's why I bought this podcast.
I just have some breaking news. I'm not making this up. It just cracked across my screen. Anyone who knows me knows that my favorite television show of all time is WKRP in Cincinnati. Lonnie Anderson just died.
No.
So
I'm not sure we should go on.
How do you?
Way to keep it upbeat there, Roger.
Yeah, big hit.
This shows you we're live. We're going to try and break a death every week. That's what we're going to do.
Do we just abandon the agenda and go Lonnie Anderson head to toe from here? I mean, is that the appropriate thing to do? Do we go? We have the cron. Can we get a cron across the bottom of the screen? We're going 100% Lonnie all the time now.
Let's see how good our producer is to see if at some point during before the end of this, you can have sort of a video or sort of still photo montage of Lonnie's best work.
Yeah.
My question is James going to be able to see this? No, probably not.
He has subscribed.
He's a good listener.
James is the best. The other comment, so for the first time, and Andy, I don't know if I think I might be the only one of us here whose wife has actually now watched or listened to one of our podcasts. Kathleen did watch the last one, and she was quiet for a day or two, and then she said, "They seem to think that you're nice. They seem to like you." She couldn't understand how that was possible.
That's shocking that's what she got out of our interaction.
Not what I saw.
Yeah. Lastly, Andy, I've been told a couple times that you have model good looks, and we need to feature you more. Maybe sort of try and get a different camera on you, more high def.
Much like Paul, I hear it all the time. Not shocked at all.
And John, this one's for you because you did mention James, but James is just about to enter his 100th race. I don't know if you know this, but James does these triathlons. He does these runs all over the world, and he's just about to do number 100. So just a shout out to James for doing that. Blind or not, you're still well ahead of us for anything that we do on our spare time. So very cool. Now
he has a human leading him where normally, Roger, you would have a dog.
he has his own Sherpa. A guide with him. So
he's technically only done one race, but they keep telling him, "Oh, you've done 100."
Matt Devlin runs beside him to make sure he doesn't go out of bounds. He can make it to the end zone. So now we have a segment here with now that we're video, we can't just talk about these things and hope the imagination of the mind works for our listeners. Fun with AI. So I've asked our producer to pop up a couple
This is gonna be
artificial
bad.
intelligence chat GPT things. Let's take a look at this one. You should know that these are only a few of the hundreds that have been circulating, but we thought it was important to share this with our new viewing audience.
I'm selling it.
Yeah. So bad that John's went off screen.
He may have an outfit change. He may have a wardrobe change going on.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did.
Well, that's fantastic. Fantastic, John.
Wow.
Thank you. What is that? What is that from, John?
That is Delirium Beer, and their mascot is an elephant.
Okay. Very nice. Are you at your home office in Toronto, John?
I am.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much the way you spend most Sunday. That's nice.
Yes. By the way, I did go to mass this morning just for praying for all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
So what we will do is there appears to be some delay in showing the AI. So I will continue on into our next top. Oh, there we are. Is he coming back? He's changed the screen.
No, we're going there. Just
we're going
give him a
there now.
second. Yeah, we're going to the AI thing.
The whole Lonnie Anderson thing is just
No, the Lonnie Anderson
That's
is going
He's just-
for later on.
John,
Okay.
if you could keep vamping until we get this straightened out, we'd appreciate it.
Oh, there we go.
There we are.
So this is the first one. Gerald Knight made this one. This is the first one that was sort of our tagline.
And I'll jump in right away. This is one of the nicer ones that Gerald has done. And I'm in. If this becomes a Gerald-led segment, I may be protesting because he has not been nice. And I think we need to get Gerald back in the workforce because he has way too much time on his hands.
And obviously, there's way too much hair on Raji's head. Because
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Agreed.
I didn't need to edit that. Well, this is one here. We wanted to talk about is topical, where USC is wimping out of our games, and so I thought it would be important that Mr. Linehan, Andy, and myself went to the Coliseum to pay them back.
What am I carrying? What is that?
I think it's a snake. Don't worry, I've lost my fingers on my left hand. It's a clover. But Paul,
I come out of this one pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to use that as my new profile pic. That looks pretty good for me.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Number 2, I'm going to take a look at Andy's secret dreams. Andy on the farm,
That's Andy's fantasy camp.
little vanilla ice.
I would love every second of that.
Little vanilla ice behind him. He can leave the farm.
Is
and
that
go
not
right to Dunkin' Donuts.
Rodolfo's entire lineage's favorite song, Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah.
And so the final one, which I will wait to cue it up here in a second, but the final one explains why it's been so long for us to get back together. There was a little controversy. Something happened, and we had to wait for it all to die down before we can get back together. So I share now with you the reason for our delay in getting back to you, our lovely viewers.
Ridiculous.
Andy and Paul.
But I can tell you what, if anybody on this podcast, it would be Paul. That's who I would do.
That's fantastic.
I'm glad to know.
I always thought there was
That's
something going on there.
Yeah.
So I
Unfortunately,
originally,
I'm in about 4 of those that Gerald created with various other members of the fantasy football community. It's fantastic.
so this speaks to the community we're building. I did the original still of it, so I sent the still out. One of our listeners took it further for us, and without me asking, did that video and sent it to us. Can you guess?
James.
No, James. Eddie, can you guess?
Gerald?
Mike Kremen. So thank you, Mike, for that. He's
Kremen?
yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep him on the good side. Let's
Hey,
now
Line,
move
again,
next.
you've been in the sun lately, or what? You're looking.
I'm sorry?
You're looking very red.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I think he's just blushing from being caught on the
Yeah,
public stage.
it's the kiss cam thing, John. I think it's just the lighting here. I did notice that I'm not red. Actually, I've been staying out of the sun this summer, so I don't. It's just. I think it's just a glow up from this show.
All right, let's go to National Treasures. Dolph, we're going to start with you. Tell us something great about Mexico.
Okay, well, this week I had a chance to meet one of our colleagues, one of our fantasy camper people down here, Steve Long, and we had tacos to celebrate our meeting. So I'm going to say tacos are my national treasure for this week. We even had tacos for one of the lunches at camp, so I'm going to go with tacos this week.
I've always been calling them tacos. Have I been mispronouncing?
No, it's tacos. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
You guys heard two different things, right?
But we ironed that out.
I hate to say this, Dolph, but isn't that sort of low-hanging fruit? I mean, tacos?
To the what?
Very stereotypical. Very stereotypical
Yeah.
of what you would think.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that was episode 1 National Treasure, quite honestly. But
Exactly.
It should. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get any arguing here. Like,
I brought a
Did
Corona
you have
hat
an,
to go
Yeah,
with
that's
the
nice.
taco.
That's very good. Very good, John.
Thank you.
did you have a nice visit with Steve and his wife?
Yeah, I did. We had a great time.
Now, who brought all the Mexicans? Because the picture I saw, there was like 30 Mexicans at that dinner.
It was actually Steve. I mean, he's got family
Okay.
down here. Yeah. They're Steve's family.
surprising.
Nice.
I would have thought it would have been you.
Huh? They were what?
I thought it would have been you bringing all the Mexicans, quite honestly.
No, there were enough Mexicans in the restaurant. I don't want any more.
All right, John, I'm going to go to you next, hoping you don't take mine. I've got a second one ready. But, John, if you still consider yourself Canadian, provide us a national treasure for Canada.
Honestly, Wayne Gretzky.
Okay, that's good.
that's the tacos of Canada.
It pretty much is, yeah. Is that the littlest hobo? Yeah.
Yes, and poutine.
Andy, it's been a while since you really sort of ramped it up and sort of given us something to really give thought to. I know Steven Seagal has been used before, but what do you have?
Well, I'm gonna sideline the one I had planned and go with Lonnie Anderson.
Oh yes.
I mean, if there's ever a time to recognize her contributions to the world, I would say today would be that day. Rest in peace, Lonnie. You've done
Do you
your work.
remember?
We've got it from
Do you
here.
remember her name on the show?
No.
Jennifer.
Jennifer Marlowe. Yes. And in real life,
Andy, did you say breast in peace?
Yes, I did.
Breast in peace.
Indy, I think it would have been awesome if your national treasure had been Lonnie Anderson before the news broke.
How
That
amazing would that have been? I should have just lied and said it was, but
Coincidentally, mine's Lonnie Anderson.
clearly with this group, you would have seen right through it.
and
So you really stepped up since your last week. Your national treasure was me. You're definitely.
Andy, funnily enough, this is the first time that you've had national treasures that were married together. Because I think at one point you mentioned Burt Reynolds as the national
It's
treasure.
possible, and
Yeah.
They both were national treasures. Quite honestly, Lonnie. Can we get a moment for Lonnie? Just everybody take a moment.
I think
I was on Team Bailey, so I feel a little weird about this.
Oh, okay. Wow.
interesting. Again, segue. Bailey, do you know who she was married to at one point in real life?
No,
James Brolin, and then he went to Barbara Streisand.
that's a step down.
Yeah. All right,
Sorry, Barbara. If you're listening, I'm sorry.
We'll tag her in
But
this.
punch that subscribe button, Barbara.
John, you're going to get upset with me for my national treasure, but
No.
but listen to it, John. It's not what you think. because I probably feel the same way that you do about him. But this is only sort of a moment in time, which I'm naming him a national treasure. Justin Trudeau. For the simple reason that when your hot babes need dating, our prime minister steps up. So Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry are now going to be a power couple.
There's got to be an asterisk there. I mean, hot babe on the decline. Like Katy Perry he's crested the hill.
Okay.
Burt
Shots
Burt
fired.
Reynolds over here.
Andy Hefner. All right. Paul, USA, what do you have?
Yeah, boy, I feel like mine's a little more serious than the crowd this week. But I in driving around Ohio this weekend, sports have started, and the concept of 2-a-days, or what we used to call 3-a-days, is back in full force. And there are kids in every field in every high school in the United States started football this week, and the discipline and the camaraderie that comes along with it is something I'll never forget. And seeing these kids out on every field, just driving around today, I stopped to watch a couple of them just for 5 minutes. And the concept of 2 or 3, as we're 3-a-days, but when I did it in 2-a-days now, and the same thing with the college players and everything like that. But that first fall practice and the first time getting everybody together and sweating together and doing all that stuff, that's my national treasure for this week.
Very Jerry Sandusky of you.
Yes, and tapping the cheerleader on the ass.
And Paul,
Male
could you
cheerleader, of course.
stop visiting so many schools to watch the children? Would be
They're not a restraining order.
Those are only certain districts, Andy. I stayed clear. There's that 500-meter thing is real. Okay.
All boys schools.
I will let you know, Paul, that as you were saying these things, all of these comments were going through my mind. And as a good host, I just thought I'd let them come out. I didn't need to.
Yeah.
Raji, as I was saying that they were all going through my mind too, I realized I had thrown a softball to the crowd. So yes.
It reminds me of the story you told me, John, about a couple of weeks ago. John went out for a
Arrested?
walk.
Oh,
Yeah, no, John went out for a walk, and he was just contemplating life, and he sat down at a children's playground. He just sat there, and a young mother came with her stroller and sat beside John, and just started a conversation. And then she said to John, "Which one is yours?" And John said, "I haven't decided yet."
Oh, yes.
All right. On that note, we now move to
We're
your
live.
favorite thing about campus, and you can't name the stadium, the grotto, or touchdown Jesus. Andy.
you didn't the Basilica.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's a grounder, but really one of the best places on the campus.
Dolph.
For me, it would be the administration building, actually. Being inside the administration building, looking up to the Gold Dome. That's pretty much it.
Paul.
Well, I'd like to note first that the podcast this week is being sponsored by Captain Obvious, because this, like the last category, this category, I don't know, the Canadian treasure of Wayne Gretzky, the Mexican treasure of tacos. I dug a little deeper along the lines of what I like the most about the campus, and something you don't see, but you can see, and each one of those dorms has their own chapel in it, and they're very small, and they're very simple. There'll be a tabernacle, there'll be a little bit of stained glass, but the fact that each one of those buildings on campus has its own tiny little chapel for the students to have their own masses in is my favorite thing about the campus, outside the ones that were excluded. So that's my contribution today.
I don't know what I've done, but I can't see anyone now. I'm still good. I suspect you folks can see me.
We sure can.
That's how James feels all the time.
You clicked on James mode. You got to understand that.
Fantastic.
Sorry, James.
He's gonna start checking his phone now. I'm here all week.
John, your favorite spot on campus?
Does the house count as being on campus?
It pretty much does now, doesn't it? Or
I think so, and that would be my favorite place because my favorite people gather there. and we have the most fun there. And then we go to church to pray and for our sins.
Sure.
I'm going to pick, and I don't think you can access it anymore. It was one of my first favorite memories of going to Notre Dame was the Joyce Center, but that second floor when you go up, there was that Hall of Fame up there. That's the neat museum of pictures and trophies and neat memorabilia. I thought that was one of my favorite places to go and just check things out. I don't think you can get up there anymore. At least the few times I've been down, I tried. But
No,
that's
it's
a
like
neat
the
spot.
second floor of Jeffrey Epstein's house. Not allowed up there anymore.
Well, it's a funny segue, John, because I did want to give a shout out to my daughter. She's a local, and I'm very proud. So I don't do this a lot, but she's a local dental hygienist, and she has just won one of those vote-in community awards as the best teeth cleaner, hygienist teeth cleaner. And it's funny, she keeps the plaque on her desk.
Oh,
Okay.
How is that a Jeffrey Epstein segue?
That was the daughter.
Was anyone else waiting for the? I was like, wow, she's going to be on the list. I don't know. I'm a little worried there.
She's
It's
cleaning
hard-
on the airplane.
It's hard to move from Epstein to talking about one's daughter and find a way to move that eloquently.
We all had our
Speaking-
seatbelts fastened a little tighter going into that joke. We were worried where that was going. Yeah.
Okay, hot take. Something that a take, a prediction, a comment about the year that everyone here will largely disagree with, but you think there's a chance it could happen. Paul, what's your hot take for the 2025 season?
I got to be honest here. I've been going through a negative spell lately with the team, not with our team, but with it's at that talking phase where everyone has the best roster they've ever had, and everyone's going to be better than they've ever been before. And I start looking at that schedule and the front loading, and I almost went negative here, but then I saw something the other day, and my hot take for 2025 is that at some point this season, Tyler Buckner is going to do something to win us a game. And it may be a fake field goal. It may be a 2-point conversion package we have for him. But he is going to do something as a quarterback to win us a game this year. That's my hot take.
Okay. John, I know your costume changed, and you're bringing back childhood memories because my father was a Keebler elf. I don't know if I ever shared that with anyone. So I call you Dad. John, you're next. What's your hot take for the year, other than you're not my father?
Luke, I am your father. My hot take is very simple. I think James Rendell, the punter, takes a direct snap and runs it and puts his shoulder down and runs his 6'7" massive body right through a line for a first down at a very critical point.
Hear, hear. I'm
I
all over
agree.
that. I like that.
I agree.
Absolutely.
With his skill sets in Australian League football, that would be Australian Football League. That'd be awesome. So yeah, very cool. I predict something which I don't think we've had in the same year in a while. I could be wrong, but I think this is the year where we have at the end of the season, regular season, a 1,000-yard rusher and a 1,000-yard receiver, both in the same team. Don't know who it's going to be, but it'll be Love for sure. Maybe the Fields from the gentleman who came over from Virginia is the likely candidate there. So that's my hot take. Dolph, what's your hot take?
I think we'll have 2 trophies at the end of the year. We'll have the Heisman winner, and we'll have the national championship trophy.
Buzz. Buzz, that'd be exciting. Andy, what's yours? 500
Well, it's
subscribers?
going to be kind of. I'm sorry.
500 subscribers?
Anyway, unfortunately, Paul kind of took the angle I was going with Tyler Buckner. I think we're going to see Tyler Buckner in a game as a quarterback, leading a drive that, like Paul said, will ultimately get us a win. But it's going to be, Tyler Buckner coming in with some experience back there, And obviously his ability to move around, I think we're going to see him do something for us from the quarterback position.
Don't like it.
Interesting. Interesting.
That's why it's a hot take, John. You're not supposed to like it.
Don't like it.
Nobody's going to see it coming. Don't worry, pal.
Let's now move on to what's the deal with a chance we get to take a run at each other's countries, ask questions, ask probing questions. What's going on in the other's land? We'll start with the USA. We have two Americans here. Rodolfo, John, anything you want to ask about what's going on in the USA?
Why are you people so stupid?
Andy?
I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more. Honestly, it's kind of a question I have as well. A lot of stupid people.
Like between the two of you, you guys are like the brain trust of the United States.
We appreciate that.
I mean, it's contributed to our success. And the stupid people are a big part of my success, I'll be honest with you.
They're definitely a huge job security thing for me personally, and I rely on their continued stupidity. But
And me, actually. They
don't see it being an issue.
As long as you can manage your stupid people, you're going to be just fine.
Dolph, if you can hold yours for a second, because I'll forget mine. But Andy, Paul, what's the deal with your president cheating at golf?
Whoa. Who said anything about that?
You didn't see the picture of him golfing in Scotland where the caddy threw a ball down?
No.
That sounds like a caddy's cheating.
It sounds like a Russian hoax. Is what it sounds like to me.
I think, Andy, is this what they call fake news? I've heard this before.
Paul, this is the deep state. That's what this is, Paul.
Yeah.
Roger, you've clearly never golfed with Paul Linehan and myself.
Okay.
That is
Foot
not
wedge.
cheating.
It was a foot wedge.
I didn't know we had Alex Jones on the podcast. Thank you, Mr. Fowler, for channeling him.
Did you see he did stripe that 300-yard drive right down the center on the first hole when we were watching? You guys saw that, right?
And he's 6'2", 210, right?
No, he's a big boy, but I still would take him in that match over Biden because Mr. Haverkamp would have a difficult time, I think, getting through the course.
Rodolfo, I know you might be nervous about asking anything of Americans, but what do you have for us today?
Well, I mean, just simple grammar. I mean, why do you call an entree the main dish when in French, which the word comes from, entree is the entrance, which would be the beginning of a meal, not the main dish. So why do you call it entree or entree?
You've confused Andy. The time I asked Andy why he was wearing his lunettes, he almost punched me in the head. So.
Yeah, I don't acknowledge the French.
I'm not comfortable with this line of questioning, quite honestly.
Okay.
Rodolfo, no, you lost me at French.
Okay, that's it.
And Rodolfo, they always say foyer instead of foyer. I mean, they're just
Exactly. Yeah.
Listen,
Trying to put a little bit of masculinity into it, you know.
Hey, Rodolfo, you might have learned your lesson. You should have learned your lesson from the Gulf of America. We'll call it whatever the hell we want to call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the danger of offending any French Canadian listeners we have, I think the best description of the French came from groundskeeper Willie of The Simpsons when he referred to them as cheese-eating surrender monkeys. That's my favorite line. Canada. John and I think between the two of us, we represent a good cross-section of Canada.
Yeah, you're very
We're here for your inquiries.
Oh, yes, very. You guys are so different.
two white guys.
Yeah. That's pretty much Canada, isn't it?
Such a cross-section of this melting pot.
I have one question, and it's a little nicer than some of the questions Andy and I were hit with, because that's what America is. We're nicer. But at the sum total of my Canadian friends now, like now that I've retired from some businesses and things like that, is basically the guys that come to camp. And I started doing the numbers. There's a lot of you guys. This is more a question about is my cross section the Notre Dame, all the Notre Dame fans in Canada, or is Notre Dame the team of Canada? Like, what's like if I surveyed someone beyond my group, which is all of you guys, is Notre Dame the team up there? Like, how popular is college football? Are there other popular teams? Like, well, what's the deal with that?
Michigan is so close that Michigan's the big draw. It's only 3.5, 4 hours away.
Okay.
So there is a lot of Michigan fans. So which also shows that Canadians are stupid as well. I would, again, like everywhere, Notre Dame's not ever the favorite team. They're just the best team.
Well said.
There's a lot of CFL fans up here too. I think depending on the city you're in, that
Right. I understand that.
But yeah, I mean, back before media sort of exploded, where you can get anything anyway. John, there were times when I had to struggle to find a Notre Dame game on 15 years ago to watch. So not a big deal up here. It's not reported on really, other than just unless they're in the top few. So. But I like to think John and I are very representative of the kind, decent Canadians that populate this great land.
Well, now that I've heard the Michigan answer, I wish I hadn't asked the question. I could have just assumed that everyone in Canada was Notre Dame fans, just like my
It would have felt better.
limited population. Yeah, I regret the question.
And yeah, I suspect, I can only imagine that you're going to go on and on about the smoke.
Well, the smoke is an issue. Yet again.
But we got a pope.
He's ours too, by the way.
Yes, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. The American Pope. Yeah. Andy, anything else other than the smoke, or you?
No, it's
Sorry.
the smoke. And do all Canadians wear robes? I mean, both times I've seen John, he's been wearing a robe.
I'm worried he's having another wardrobe change right now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Dolph, I don't suspect our smoky is making its way down to you.
No.
Do you have any inquiries about Canada? You're usually well researched and well considered.
Yeah, I mean, what's the deal with beans with maple syrup? I mean,
Oh goodness, Rodolfo.
yeah.
It's delightful.
You can't be kidding.
Did you grow up in a trailer park?
Yeah, half my life. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yes,
not
but
you,
it's not
the
relevant.
guy eating the beans and the maple syrup. No one eats who eats that?
With toast, John, it's part of our English lineage.
English?
Yeah.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I've never heard of that before. I'm going to ask my rabbi.
I was going to say, do you have to go to mass again tonight now, John? Sunday nighter?
No. I usually have a red one on, but it's okay.
So I think that's pretty good for Canada. We've left fairly unscathed. We'll move on now to Mexico. Dolph, are you ready to?
Bring it on.
Andy, anything for our friend down there?
I really don't. The country is just great. The people are great. The food, the music, the crossing of borders, everything's just great down there.
Thank you.
Dolph, my inquiry is after your Navy plowed into the Brooklyn Bridge, have you rebuilt? Do you have another boat?
Not really. We're building that boat back, so yeah, it'll take a few 100 years.
While on that topic, while on the topic of Mexico, how is it received down there? Is it big news about the renaming of that giant body of water next to you? Do you
Not
guys
really.
care?
Nobody cares.
Will you call it the Gulf of America?
Maybe not, but
If you know what's good for you, you will.
That's right.
Anyone else?
We'll go with
When I
that.
was doing my research today for my Mexico question, I didn't realize it actually is called the United States of Mexico. So we're
It
real
is.
close to. I mean, that wouldn't be a hard renaming either. Let's
Oh
go.
boy!
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
true.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, we're the United Mexican States. That's it. That's the official name of the country.
Oh, okay. My research.
You
Okay.
have states? I didn't even know you had states.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Anything from Mexico, John?
Yes,
You gonna
I'm
pass?
curious. So, Rodolfo, so when they hang the people from the bridges, do they rent the rope or do they have to buy the boat rope and they just reuse it again? Like, is there like a business proposition in here where I could just be renting ropes to hang from bridges and get it back, like, $5.99 for an hour, 3 hours, whatever, till you take them down?
Clean it up. Yeah.
Yeah, but probably they'll just clean it up and reuse it.
Okay.
It's the
So that's better
ecological.
for the
It's the
environment.
ecological way to go, right?
Yeah, it's
Right.
better for the environment.
Yeah. Because I heard some of the ladies are really good cleaners in Mexico.
Oh, they are. They are.
So yeah, our good friend Jason Hendricks, who's been to camp, has a podcast, the Dos Leprechauns. Is that what it is?
Yes.
I noticed that this week he got Father Nate on as the guest. I can only assume that after this record of what we're doing, Father Nate's not coming to ours.
Probably not.
That's why we keep talking about church. We're working an angle here.
Yeah.
Let's move over to Notre Dame fall camp. Just wanted to talk quickly. If you spend a few minutes on the news coming out of camp, any perceptions, any vibes, any leading storylines, I will start just with it appears, and I've been watching the press conferences, it appears, if I take it at face value, and it may not be that, it just may be talking stuff, that the quarterback fight is a true fight. I've assumed all along it was Carter's to lose. But it appears to be a fight. Am I being naive in thinking that, or is that a fair perception from what you guys know?
I mean, I don't know if anyone knows anything, but I agree with your perception. Like I'm reading the same tea leaves. I don't know what's going to happen. The weird thing I saw with those two was that Carr doesn't do like the stretch lines. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He doesn't go through the calisthenics. He just starts throwing, which I don't know. I'm going to try that next year at camp. See what happens.
Well, we got a bunch of guys who don't do it either, but for different reasons.
I know that's that's what I was referring to. Now I have a reason. I'm just pulling a CJ. I'm good.
John, what are your thoughts about who's our starter?
So again, going into camp, it was all what I had heard. It was all CJ, and apparently the first two practices were horrific. I don't like that he's not doing stretching with the team. I have an issue with that because we're a team or we're not a team. So it's interesting to see how this pans out.
Dolph, what about you? I know you have. Is your friend down there covering the team for practices this year, or is that just?
Yeah,
the games?
he's been there. He was there for this week, so yeah, he is.
Any insight from him as to how it's looking?
Well, nothing really special. I mean, the running back room is loaded, so I mean, we have one of the best ones with Love, which should be a Heisman candidate, of course, but nothing special. I mean, I just feel for this guy, Charles Jaguso,
Right.
who got injured again. I mean, that's basically a shame because he would have been a very special part of that line. So next man up, I guess.
Andy, I know you're real high on Carr. You think he's the starter to start the year?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that. I just think he's going to prove himself to be the guy that in that moment is going to be the one that everybody's going to look to. So for now, yeah, until Tyler Buckner takes over, right, John?
That's right. Never. Never. I will run him down with my golf cart.
I've been watching the press conferences coming out of camp, and the most refreshing thing, and it's not a surprise, but it's always nice to see, is that the young men who represent the university are so well spoken. They're so respectful. They come from a different space. I always feel better about the world when I watch that stuff, and it's nice to see them grow over the few years. I love. This year speaks a lot better, is a lot more confident than he was last year at the press conferences. Last year he was a little nervous to start with, and it's really nice to see the maturation and just the presentation of the kind of people that they are. Very, very impressed with all of that. I was also really impressed, and we talked about the Jagasaw thing, when Freeman was asked about this, as a coach, and maybe he had a different response in private, but as a coach, he says, no, I don't mind. They got to go do things as a team, and, we can't protect them from everything. Your thoughts about that? I know we can't bubble wrap them, but that frustrated me hearing how it happened. But Freeman seemed pretty philosophical about it. That there was 12, 13 guys out there doing it. It was a team thing, it was a freak thing. But your thoughts, Rodolfo?
Well, yeah, I guess he's got to do that. I mean, I don't know behind curtains, but I mean, he always says the right things in front of the camera. So,
Yes, I heard behind curtains it was not such a pleasant team meeting.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Especially when you're getting into this space with the players when everybody's clamoring to be paid. Well, then you've got to behave in a manner that protects that investment that now you are becoming. So while you're still a kid, you want to do kid things and enjoy yourself. You also got to start to act a little more responsible. That now you are an investment for this university, and you have to protect their interests as well as yours. But I mean, it's not just going to be all gravy that you're going to start getting some money from the university. You're going to have to make some hard decisions moving forward.
Is Andy reading from AI? Because that sounded very intelligent.
I threw gravy in there to throw you off the scent, but John, he's dialed in.
Andy's actually at work. This is AI Andy all the way. Andy had pulled late shift.
AI Andy needs a tan. So speaking of maturation, that's what Paul Linehan likes around the high schools, as that he was driving past today as well.
But not too much maturation.
No. You need them trainable.
Lonnie Anderson played. She was excellent. She was really strong. I don't know. I'm just trying to point out a squirrel to change the topic.
I'm moving on. What do we got up next, Raj?
Well, hold on.
Any other storylines?
Oh, sorry.
One other storyline from camp is
All didn't go.
all the new players coming in. There's so many new parts. We're forgetting about them. I saw a picture of Devonta Smith today. I heard Ty Washington, this tight end from Arkansas, I think is going to be a good one. It's neat to see how many great parts there are. We're not trying to fill holes. We have great depth. That's the story I get from camp, or at least the early signs of it. Paul?
Yeah,
your vibe?
I mean, Raj, I appreciated you're talking about how mature the guys sound when they're at the podium and everything like that. And that's great, right? But that's Notre Dame, and we had that when we were 5-6, and we had that when we were 9-3 for 7 years in a row, or whatever it was. I like how the guys look behind the podium. Those guys are jacked up right now. I think the lifting program or whatever, the training program, has taken up another notch. And you see some of these guys. I mean, Jeremiah Love's always been buff, but he's even more buff. And the two guys behind him look like robots now. They're giant guys. And you see it at the line level. You see it at the D-line level. These guys have been putting in the work. So I like to hear the intelligence at the podium, but I also like to see the sleeve size at the podium. Those guys are hitting it hard.
Yes, John?
So I agree. And if you guys think about all the different guys that we've had as training staff over the years, the last person I expect to get it out of these guys is this current guy. I mean, he's just a different vibe. You know, the one guys are yellers and screamers, and some guys were like wanted all the tunes in the weight room, and this guy's going old school, and we're skipping down the warm up. It's literally crazy. He's doing old school, what we used to do in grade school and high school, and these guys are just looking beastly.
I don't think they do. I mean, it's impressive, and you get such small snippets from practice videos or stills or whatever it is, but it's noticeable immediately. You're just like, whoa, because you're like, I remember that guy from last year. He did not look like that, and they've been hitting it hard, and that makes me happy. And that's your fourth quarters, and that's when you have your injuries and you need your depth. That's where it's going to show, I think.
One other comment from camp. One other observation from the camp, stuff I've been watching, is I completely trust Freeman now in terms of his hires. I have seen Ash talk enough. I know we got to meet him a bit and see him for what we did in the summer. And Snyder, the running back coach, both impressive guys. Both early good reports on what they're doing, different guys, different approaches, but boy, really impressive stuff. I like what I'm seeing. You guys have the same sort of sense as to the hires and the new ads and the coaching staff. I don't think there's going to be a drop off, and I think they're going to bring something new to it.
Yeah, I like the things that Coach Ash has been saying about how he's taking something that already worked and not trying to redo it completely, but just to add new elements to it. I thought that was well said. But who knows what it's like on the field? We'll know. We're going to know that in the first 3 weeks of the season what's going on. So we'll see.
Is anybody going to Miami?
I am not.
No.
No, sir.
Okay, so I won't see you guys then.
Are you allowed back in the country, Rodolfo, for this year?
Yeah, I think I am. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I think I am.
He's still nervous from the Vanilla Ice sighting and Andy's AI drawing. Ice.
Yeah.
There's a good chance you'll see him in Miami if you're going there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, John,
A1A.
I saw a picture today on social media that I thought immediately of you. Then I realized this issue, not having these things before, didn't stop you, and maybe you wouldn't be as excited for it. But I did see them, and I saw pictures of the beer coolers, the fridges going into Notre Dame Stadium today.
Really? That's exciting.
And the price, they're saying $15 beers is going to be the price.
Yep.
Wow.
Pay those boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how everyone, used to complain about ticket prices and things like this. And now every time I hear anything like that, I'm like, pay the boys. As long as the money's going to the right spot, I'll pay the money. Let's go. Go get me that tight end.
Well, let's fly into
Of course.
personal segment.
Of course, that's the position Paul would be going
Yeah,
in.
as it came out, I tried to catch it. And
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Let's move on to our personal segments now. I'm going to change it up a bit. Dolph, you start. What grinds your gears, Dolph? What really upsets you?
I love this segment.
Well,
I don't like mean people.
well, it's sort of like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, just the bikers. I mean, motorcycles are out of control out here in Mexico City. I don't know if anywhere else. I'm pretty sure they are. They have to wear helmet. They wear the helmet, but they go the wrong side. They do whatever they want. They run the lights. I mean, that really bothers me. That's all I got.
That's why he's the best.
Next week, will you be angry at clouds?
Well, they're the wrong color, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That's racist.
Whoa.
All right, Andy.
I never thought it would be Dolph that got us kicked off the air.
Who'd you think it was, Paul?
Ask Andy. Ask Andy everything, anything. And Andy, one of the things I love about you in this segment is that you take all questions and you answer honestly, even sometimes to your own chagrin. So, does anyone have one for Andy before I start? I feel like I always start hot. John, go.
Andy, does your wife know that I really think about her a lot?
She does not. It's never come up.
You should tell her. You might get lucky.
Oh, that one got Paul. Look at Paul. He's just a chuckling over there.
Yeah, darn. I feel like I'm in that Kiss Cam video and I'm doing the dive out of the way.
John, when I saw your hand go up, I knew where you were going. So.
It's a one-trick pony.
Andy,
Roger.
do you manscape?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hope this is not a segue to Raji's portion of the program coming up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Macho tips from
Man,
Raji.
the macho tip, yeah. Exactly.
I'm worried that was a little foreshadowing on the macho tips.
Exactly.
Oh, Andy. Any elaboration?
No,
Landing
none
strip?
needed. I'll let your imaginations take that where you will.
Any
Yeah.
updates on the farm?
No, we're in a hiatus currently.
Okay.
Any Halloween? Anyway, the Halloween decorations going up soon?
Not yet.
Not really.
Will you put pumpkins in front of the farm?
I will not, Roger. What a ridiculous question.
Are there ice issues at your farm?
No, we're strictly made in America. So.
Okay.
Sorry, don't.
You stole my question, Paul. Are there ice vans pulling up to Andy's farm?
Hey, I'm going to order a 1/64th ice van and just send it to the man.
500 subscribers, Andy. That's.
I love you guys, but I don't see it happening. But
I don't think anyone's watching right now. I keep looking for something to pop up, and
haven't seen this time.
We got 4 viewers right now, so
we're talking into the valley right
4
now.
viewers, so
4.
maybe they have nothing to do. So
Well, 3 plus James. So
Yeah.
okay, that's right.
One has an asterisk.
Any other questions for Andy before we move on to something else?
no, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one.
I just heard. Yep.
Andy, have you ever shot anybody?
No, I have not.
Oh,
No.
John, Andy, ask this. Andy, can you tell us about how you almost shot someone?
Well, almost. I mean, I had a gun pointed at someone. I was prepared to shoot them, but they complied with what was being asked of them after there was a slight language barrier in that they were deaf and could not understand what I was saying to them. But they did understand that there was a gun pointed at them. So,
And then they read your lips.
and then they're like, whatever you want.
So basically, you
Was this ice
arrested
related?
a disabled person. Is that what we're getting
I
at?
did. I did.
Your only arrest is a disabled person.
Not solely because of their disability, though.
The next week he tased the blind and got an accommodation for it.
Man, he caught up to that guy in the wheelchair in a hurry.
Oh, Fuzz. I did receive a note from my Dutch friend advising that he's watching. Hi. We should give shout outs to our listeners. I see you. Thank you. You're a good guy. All right. Moving on to tell us a story, Paul. I will tell you that I heard from a lot of people sincerely saying how much your story meant to them, how cool it was. I don't think you can pull a tearjerker out every week, Paul, but tell us a Notre Dame story.
Yeah, that was my opener, Raj. I'm going with a little simpler this week. We tugged the heartstrings last week. We're just going to go a little more, trying to give you a little behind the scenes things of what it's like to be a student there. And since we're in August right now, that's the time where kids going to report to school real quick. And the first week I was at Notre Dame, going through orientation and things like that, the thing that struck me the most was the mixing of the regular students like me and the athletes. We all checked into the dorms, and the only people that were living in the dorms when we moved in were the football players. And they were just like next door to you. It wasn't, like there was less information out there, but no internet. So I assumed that every school had football dorms and that you'd never see these guys. And we had an orientation picnic the first night for all the freshmen, and Don Grimm was one of the first people I met. He was a freshman inside linebacker from Pennsylvania, and he was just there to meet people too. Like he was just like a regular student, just looking at what his schedule was, what his classes were. And within the first week of school, Tony Rice came in and stole some water bottles from our room. I got some notes here. Hold on. I saw Chris Zorich sprinting across campus, which is one of the scariest things I'd ever seen because he was late for curfew. And to see a man that big run that fast, I knew I was in a different place. Like, I'm like, what was that? It was like a rolling ball of thunder. And then the first morning I actually had class, I was, overachiever on day one. I'm going to go get breakfast. I'm going to go to class. That lasted about 3 days. But the first day I was in breakfast line next to probably the most famous athlete on campus at the time. And it wasn't a football player. It was David Rivers, who was a 5-year basketball player who'd been in a tragic accident and had come back and was All-American, like that. And he was standing in front of me and waiting to get an egg sandwich in the cafeteria. And I'm like, wow, they really do. You know, your athletes are mixing with these students. They're just here to get classes done too. It was really eye-opening that within a week I had seen all those guys, and they weren't, they weren't separate. They weren't protected. They were just like trying to do the same things I was. And it was really it's a cool thing about Notre Dame that, some of them had roommates that were regular kids, like they just got put in a room with, and I've seen friendships grow between athletes and non-athletes. And it's one of the cooler things about Notre Dame. So that's my share this week. No tear jerker. Please push that subscribe button. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. I see John is now not sure what this is. It's we've suddenly entered eyes wide shut.
Is that one of those masks that takes away your wrinkles, John? Is that what that is? One of those light?
It's like a Bert or Ernie mask, isn't it?
It is. Thank you very much. Someone that watches Sesame Street, someone that's educated.
Did anyone see this
at Notre Dame?
Did anyone see in the past 2 weeks how Elmo got canceled and it got hacked?
Yeah, Elmo did get hacked. That's what do we turn into here?
Do yourself a favor and search out the interview with Jon Stewart and Elmo. It is one of the funniest. It's Elmo's trying to his make amends. It is one of the funniest things I've seen in ages. Jon Stewart and Elmo trying to get Elmo back into good graces. I will give you my macho tip of the day. It's two things. In accommodation, they can be lethal. But on a morning where you need a little confidence and you need to take on the world with something you just don't have, I would say start with teak wood. A little bit of teak wood in your air, just a little bit, and then pull up a picture on your laptop of Victor Newman, and just say, "Listen to me, and listen to me good," and you are ready to take on anything. If you channel Victor Newman, anything is there for the taking. Do you know who Victor Newman is, Andy?
I believe he's from a soap
Days of
opera.
Our Lives.
Yeah, Days of Our Lives. Yeah.
Young and the Restless.
Oh, Young and the Restless. Okay.
Listen to me and listen to me good.
So were you unemployed for a long period of time, Roger?
Yeah. Back in the trailer park with the beans.
I mean, who feels more macho right now? Does anyone
Probably
feel
John.
more macho?
Probably John. Yeah. John, we thought we'd give you an opportunity here just to, Paul got his segment. You got a few minutes. You want to tell us a story or an anecdote or something, or just a life lesson? It's yours. I mean, it's going to be taken very seriously with your masks, but please.
So, because, sometimes people think I'm offensive.
No.
For various reasons, which is completely not true. I'm actually a very nice person. I just want to thank you for the opportunity to listen to you guys and now to see you guys live and in person, because I've played this podcast to people and people actually think you're quite funny. I mean, it was way funnier before Paul got here, but that's okay. But that's why I really do enjoy your thing. I do think that your future is so bright. I think 500 million subscribers is coming very soon. Really, I honestly do, especially once we get Roger some hair plugs for his head.
I'm going to Turkey, John.
What?
NIL opportunity.
I'm going to Turkey to get them.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a true story?
No, John. Jeez, no, this is beautiful. Why would I want to do anything with this?
No, I like it. It's like grease lightning. It is fantastic. No, but listen, I'm honored to be here. I really hear a lot of grief from that Mexican that I live with, John Paul Guerrero, who's always saying, well, how come I never get invited? Well, because you're Mexican and we already have one of those and we don't need any more of those. So, but then he says, I've been born on the 4th of July, which is true. He was born on the 4th of July. Oh. Yeah. Did you not know that? Is that crazy? Yeah. Still makes a Mexican.
So, what we should do is the next podcast, we should have a Mexican fest. We'll get him, we'll get Pancho, we'll get Steve Long, Rodolfo. You can speak Mexican.
and then we could have an ice raid. It would be great.
And
Live
watch them
in
all
the air.
taken live. Yeah, watch them all removed live. It'd be beautiful. I feel like I
we
can help with
appreciate-
that.
We appreciate having you on, John. We appreciate your comments. Thank you. It's always fun to chat with you, whether here or in person. But this is just wonderful. When we started thinking about doing this years ago, it really was just a way to continue camp, because the funnest times were just sitting around chatting and shooting the shit with each other, and this really is a great way to do that. Put the context of Notre Dame football in, share our relationships with one another, and continue these conversations and this goofiness. And John, nothing says goofiness better than your mask right now. So thank you for that. All right,
And
next
we
segment.
really should do the podcast in the garage of the house. It really should happen.
Well, now that we're on video, we can. There's no preclusion to doing that, and so we'll set that up next time we're down.
There's no preclusion to doing that.
What?
So there's no preclusions to doing that.
No, live is live, Andy.
Okay.
Yeah, we could go viral. I mean, I know.
Can I just say one
I feel
other
like there's
thing?
a lot
My
of
favorite
viruses
part
going
about
around in there.
camp. My favorite part about camp this year was
Yes.
the photography staff. Thank you, Paul Linehan.
Yes,
Paul
sir.
can't comment. Paul is not allowed to comment.
Did a great job. Great job.
The pictures
One
are
of
great.
the best jobs
So
ever.
That was great.
actually,
Yeah, that was great.
I don't think you've seen more focused subjects.
There was no blinking. Nobody's
No.
closed.
And everyone was smiling.
Yep. Mama.
Thank you, Andy.
I didn't say it. What are you talking? I didn't say anything.
All right, one to win. One to win. One to win. One to win. One game in history. Quarterback, wide receiver, running back on the field. You need one game to win.
Oh,
Who's it going to be?
I misread this. I thought it was this year. I'm like, we're gonna all say the same thing. Now I get it.
Oh, I'll leave you to the end. You're last.
please
so,
do.
so
Please do.
I went with Montana, Rocket, and Jeremiah Love. Those are the three that, if I want to have to win a game, those are the three I want on the field. Dolph, what about you?
Yeah, Montana. Incredibly Tony Rice. And
But you know, he's Montana, one quarterback, one
He's running the
running
beard.
back.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll go with Ricky Waters then,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then well, just to bring it, I thought it was a present day thing also, so but I'm gonna go with Jeremiah Love.
Okay. John,
So I got to do a quarterback, a running back, and what?
wide receiver.
Okay. Quarterback's easy. Running back's easy. Receiver.
So
You
I'm
know
thinking
what?
Jack Cohn.
I'm going- no.
Jack Cohn.
Drew Pine.
Paul Linehan, Roger McDonald, Andrew Fowler.
Yes.
That's a natty. That's a natty right
I
there.
would have went with Jordan if I were you, but okay.
Oh, did you hear about?
They'd actually run a play for Jordan if the three of us were in there. So that's what we
John, you said you have a scoop, John.
Yes, a scoop. So Jordan works for GA, right?
Yep.
And GA brings his suits in from China, and there's the Chinese tariff in the United States, right? So he's gone from purchasing his suits from $9.99 to $19.99, but he still sells them for $12,000. So he'll be fine.
Fantastic math, John. Andy, who are your three?
I'm gonna go Ian Book, Josh Adams, and Jaden Greathouse.
Like that. I'm excited for Great House this year. And lastly, Paul.
I'm going to go with, and this is a lot predate. Shows my preference on teams. I'm going with Tony Rice. I'm putting Ricky Waters in the backfield, but then I'm the most unstoppable receiver I saw during the time that I've watched him. Golden Tate was just, you couldn't tackle. I never saw that guy get tackled. I saw him get shoved out of bounds. I saw him get forward progress stopped, but no one ever really put that guy in the ground. So I'll put Golden Tate out there.
Very good. We'll go on to random questions now. We'll be wrapping up soon. I know Andy had a curfew that we've run past. So Andy, if you can just hang on for another 5, you can get off to your midnight run, whatever it is you do down there on the campus. Random questions. We get to ask a random question, and it could be anything, and we all have to answer. We'll start with you, Andy. What random question do you have for us?
This is kind of for John. What does Jade think about Americans?
Jade is actually a fan of the Americans since she is now an American citizen. Now she's lost her South African passport, and yes, she became an American citizen last summer. The South African passport was very difficult to travel around the world with. Let me tell you, very much. Yeah. Yes. So no, she's a fan for sure.
Excellent.
I have no opinion on what Jade thinks of Americans. I don't know.
I think Jade has to say that.
Thank you for asking a very.
I feel like Paul does. I feel like Paul's got an opinion on Jade's take on the Americans.
No, I just think that Jade has to have that opinion on the Americans at this point in time. I mean, who knows who's watching? I mean, maybe not many people. Maybe some government people are watching. Who knows?
Paul.
Yes. My random question is your favorite Notre Dame sport outside of football?
Cheerleading.
I have two. Can I go with
Is that because of Gavin? Got you back. I keep score, John. Don't worry. I got you.
Andy, you had two. I suspect one was lacrosse.
Men's lacrosse and women's volleyball. Two of my favorites.
Dolph?
I'll say men's hockey and women's basketball.
I'm going to go with lacrosse. O'Neill?
Women's volleyball. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not being funny. Is there a team?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
I've seen
And
a
a good
game.
one.
I've gone to a game there.
Yeah. and
The coach that they had brought in starting, I think she's in her third year now. She's fantastic. The women's volleyball coach.
Yes.
I
You'd
didn't
be
know-
looking up
is-
at everybody, Raj.
Is the swim team back? And they get in big trouble. Are they back in the water?
No, but
I
they're
don't
back
know.
in the bookie.
It wasn't the swim team or the dive team they were suspended for a while because there was some gambling sort of nonsense.
Correct.
Are they back? I don't
I
know.
don't know. I know the coach is gone.
And to turn full circle, at the time when Les Nessman tried to take his hand at sports reporting, he was trying to show himself as a versatile, not just a reporter on farm issues, but I know. I'm trying to find ways just to shoehorn Lonnie one more time. But Les reporting that the swimmers swam in water was one of my favorites.
Chai Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez. Hopefully he plays up to par next time. All right. Rodolfo, what's your random question?
If you could eat one dish for the rest of your life, what dish would that be?
Oh, it's always food, Rodolfo.
It's got to be food.
Always food. Well, now that my gallbladder's gone and my diet preclusions are minimal, I would have to say really good pizza. I mean, I haven't had real meat pizza in a long, long time, but had one this past weekend, and so that would probably be it.
So I would have to go with pizza too because you can change it up. Like normally, like steak's my favorite thing, but I mean a steak is a steak is a steak. But you can go Hawaiian pizza, you can go thick crust, thin crust. You could completely vary it up. I would say pizza.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm in too. Yeah, I mean this is a. Even though I was the one making fun of Captain Obvious earlier, I could eat pizza 24 hours a day. Like just easily the best food on the planet.
Well, you do look like it, so that's okay.
I know, Paul. I know, Paul. Andy's likely saying, "Can you send him some donut cake?"
Yeah, actually, yeah, because that's pretty amazing. It's phenomenal.
And I'll see what the shipping requirements are on that, Andy. Let me look into that.
I asked this question. We mentioned him earlier tonight. Who's your favorite Sesame Street character, Rodolfo?
Wait,
Cookie Monster.
Yes. Has to be, yes.
Of course.
Oh, he's gone again.
Local starlights. Yeah. Nom nom nom. Yeah, Ralph, just say nom nom nom.
Oh, he's Oscar now.
Um,
Oscar the
I-
Grouch.
John, have you answered the question with your mask? Is it Oscar?
No, it's actually Big Bird.
Okay. Paul?
I'm Oscar. I'd go Oscar. I by the way, Big Bird was my least favorite. So dramatic, just so dramatic.
And the whole snuffleupagus nonsense. I mean,
I
it was
know.
just
Yeah,
it was a very bad drama. There was stuff behind the scenes there with those two.
yeah. I know. They actually stopped that. You know that they stopped the snuffleupagus storyline because they didn't want kids to be afraid to tell their parents things. And then Big Bird was telling everybody about snuffleupagus, and no one believed him. Like that was the early woke Sesame Street.
And
it does lead to the question: was Bert and Ernie gay?
Show of hands, yes.
I'm not
and
voting.
it's fine. It was completely fine that they were.
Well, they have a hand up there.
Andy, what about you? Was it Tickle Me Elmo? And
No, probably the Count. The Count would be mine.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
oh, the count would be great. Imagine him refereeing football games, counting out the yards.
Yeah, or the points. That'd be great.
That'd be outstanding. Oh, the count. Yeah, well done, Andy. You pulled that rabbit out of the hat.
Thank you.
Speaking of, just want to get a quick random question. Another one. In my backyard, I found a nest of baby bunnies. I fenced off, keeping the dogs away from them. I'm tending to them. I'm making sure they live so that they have long, productive lives. Would anyone here be taking shovels to them? Is what I want to know. Or are we all want
I
bunnies to
would
live?
beat them to death, absolutely, with the shovel.
Andy, what happens on the farm when you find sort of stray bunnies?
On a real
164th.
farm or 164th? Nothing, Roger. You leave them alone. You let them do their
Yeah.
thing. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not building a
Yeah, I'm not.
a
building an
warren
enclosure
like you
for them.
built. I would just let nature take its course. But
Circle of life, bro. The circle of life.
yeah,
Did you say, bro? Oh, Andy, deep condolences about Hulk Hogan. That's a tough one.
Big hit this week. Big hit.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Theo Huxtable.
And
AKA
Ozzy,
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Ozzy.
Yeah.
Theo
Lonnie's
Huxtable.
not going to get much press. Honestly, that was a tough week
Andy-
to die.
Andy, I don't recall the story, but what happened to Theo?
He drowned in a riptide.
All right. Move on. I think that's pretty much for random questions. Do we have any others? Are you okay with Hulk? Is that?
I'm okay. I've made my peace with it.
Anyone else? Any random questions? We got them all? John?
Are there
Oh,
any
John,
bodies in the lake at Notre Dame?
yes. I missed that. What did you say?
I feel like it's a leading question.
Are there any bodies
There's something you
at the
need to
bottom
tell
of the
us.
lake at Notre Dame?
Like Andy's cop is going into overdrive right now. Like it sounds like John wants to tell me something. He needs to do that.
Perfect forum to do it. Nobody's listening, John. I'm going to go with yes.
I think I'm gonna go with like those old what's those dogs that George is obsessed with? I think one of those is probably in the lake. The ones that think the Irish setters that are Mike. I think Mike. There might be a Mike or two in the lake.
Is there a punchline here, John, or do you know something?
No. I just know Joe Blazes that goes running around the lake, and some people don't come back. You'll notice he doesn't have a girlfriend this year. I don't know.
John,
took random questions to a new height. I got to give him credit for that. I mean, you did.
Yeah.
We've all been implicated now in a
Wow. I'm gonna have to up my game on random questions next
I'm immediately retaining Paul as my legal counsel.
week.
Yeah.
You're screwed.
I can't speak the language.
yeah.
Unless you have a tax issue, Andy, I'm not your guy.
John, do you want us to pause for a quick second for one final costume change before we say farewell, or is this what you're going to end with?
Give me a second.
Okay.
The guest game is going to have to get up their game too now.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
costume changes. And
I think, yeah. So any listeners who are interested in being a guest, just write to the podcast at the I got the YouTube link, or maybe we'll quit it, or our Twitter page, or
The
Facebook
YouTube
page.
comments, yeah.
Yeah, YouTube comments. And again, please, it's goofy. I sound like I'm on public broadcasting asking for subscriptions, but please, like, subscribe, share. It's just a little more fun when we see our numbers go up. Thank you, John.
there
Thank
he
you.
is.
A wholesome end to the podcast. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you, gents. Nice to see everyone again. We will have a season preview show within the next 2 weeks sometime when I'll start now, Andy. I will start now by emailing you every day until I finally wear you down to get a window that works, reluctantly. Paul, I don't know if you're on the same chat that Dolphin and I are on. Apparently, it's a different sort of chat in Mexico that doesn't include you. But generally, Andy's first two missives in response are generally calling us names. I don't know if you get that one.
I don't get that one. No, I but
When they're
it's
berating
on
me,
brand.
they're berating me to commit to a time, and I'm like, "Can you guys give me a minute? I'm at a fucking funeral."
And I really like the time at night. Like, I mean, you guys get up and do this thing at 7 a.m. in the morning is just stupid. Anyway, I think that's a Paul Linehan change. Thank you, Paul.
That's why I bought the
And
podcast,
I
John.
think that the season rhythm for our listeners and viewers will be that Sunday nights after the game at 8 o'clock will be the regular time. Andy's eyes are looking around right now, wondering if he's agreed to that. But we'll try and have a regular rhythm. I suspect we'll probably land on Sunday nights, but to be announced. Other than that, we're less than 4 weeks away. The fall season is here. Oh my gosh. I love this boy so much. Look at him.
There he is.
George the Wonder
It's
Dog.
pretty, yeah.
Yeah. He didn't.
Oh,
he
I thought
didn't
that was a hat he was going to put on.
Yeah.
No. He's a he's a very good boy. I know that dog. But yeah, fall season's here. Talking season's on. Nice to see. Get excited about it. The first game's only a few weeks away, so our favorite time of the year. When summer winds down into the fall season. Look forward to seeing all of you at some point this season. And thank you so much for your kindness and time doing this tonight.
We have breaking news, Roger. We have our first comment up there. So from, I don't know if Beto can put it in. Yes, great job, everyone, from Josh.
All right.
Oh, very nice. That's exciting. Thank you. Pretty sure, Josh. Josh Mullen. The big Boss Hog Award winner, likely. So
Exactly. Yeah, I think so.
In honor of John's hat, I hope we're all together in December.
There's another comment there. So this one's for John.
Yeah, tell John for not having any.
Send nudes is what it says. Is what I'm reading.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Janet Jackson. One last question, just before I wrap up. I last season made me so happy. At a Notre Dame game, was that Penn State game the happiest you've ever been at a game? Was that it, John?
Yes, absolutely. Bar
Yeah.
none.
You guys?
Yeah.
Miami 1988 for me still. But I was pretty happy. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, that was something magical. Well, I hope we have another run of that, and look forward to sharing it with all you guys. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for the listeners, the viewers. Appreciate you putting up with us and watching. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And until then, yes, Paul, you have something?
all for Lonnie. Just all for Lonnie.
Well done. Yeah, well done.
Very well done.
Double. All right. Good to see you guys again. Go Irish.
Go Irish.